The Swinford Media Group is proud to present live regional coverage of the 2024 total solar eclipse. Our Swinford Media Group team is spread all across southern Illinois today with live reports from Bald Knob Hill, Tower Square Plaza in Marion, and Mtn Dew Park. Plus, get a unique perspective of the solar eclipse with live feeds from NASA at SIU Carbondale and see totality from the air with our high-definition drone camera.
Hello and welcome to the Swinford Media Group's live stream of the Solar Eclipse 2024. I'm Riley Swinford on behalf of the Swinford Media Group, WFCN News, the Marion Star, the Heron Independent, and the Carville Courier live here on Marion's Tower Square Plaza to start our team coverage of this once-in-a-lifetime event. This is the last time here in Southern Illinois we'll be able to enjoy totality for 350 years. So the last time in any of our lifetimes that this event will happen, and for this monumental occasion, we've got you covered. We have teams anywhere from here on Marion's Tower Square, where I'm joined by Ross Swinford and Abbie Cullum. We'll have live coverage here on Marion's Tower Square, where a nice crowd is forming. Our Aaron Price, with the help of Troy Griffith, is down at the Bald Knob Cross and Alto Pass. We've got live streams coming from Saluki Stadium as well. So wherever you're enjoying this eclipse, if you want to see a look around the region at how others are enjoying the eclipse and how totality looks from different parts of Southern Illinois, this is your spot to see it. I want to thank our sponsors who make this stream possible: Southern Illinois Healthcare, Allegiance Bank, Bald Knob Cross, Bank of Heron, the State Bank of Whittington, the City of Heron, First Southern Bank, Watermark Auto Group, the Black Diamond family of businesses, John A. Logan College, and I also want to thank our friend BW Bruce and Arcadia Wealth Management for buying our lunch here today. We also have Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels out at the Marion Stadium, Mtn Dew Park. They're going to be providing clips of that as well. So stay with us here on the Swinford Media Group. We'll be live through totality, showing you our various angles and different live streams we have for you. Our Aaron Price and Troy Griffith are down at Bald Knob Cross and Alto Pass. Aaron, what are you guys seeing down there today?
Well, Riley, this area is filled and crammed with people right now. You can see behind me there are a bunch of telescopes, a lot of people right now out here to enjoy the total solar eclipse. This is the highest point in all of Southern Illinois to view totality, and I'll tell you, we have lucked out with pretty much completely clear skies now. We just had first contact about 5 minutes ago. We have a lot of great astronomers and scientists here behind me that have their high-definition telescopes pointed up at the sun. As you mentioned, Riley, we do have that live stream right now from Saluki Stadium. That is courtesy of NASA, and they are streaming the live stream of the sun, so we're actually able to see it from their telescopes down at Saluki Stadium. Alto Pass for the...
Ever since the Bald Knob Cross was first completed in the 1960s, Bald Knob Hill has been a place where people from all across the world can come to reflect on the past and look forward to the future. The Bald Knob Cross of Peace is a unique area to view the total solar eclipse. We are located in one of the only areas in the United States that gets to experience two total solar eclipses within a span of just 7 years. In 2017, all of us here at the Cross were able to welcome hundreds of people from all across the world to witness one of Mother Nature's most awe-inspiring wonders. Now, 7 years later, with the help of Swinford Media Group and countless others, we are able to bring this unique experience of a total solar eclipse on top of Bald Knob Hill to thousands of people all around the world and right here in Southern Illinois. As I mentioned, the Bald Knob Cross of Peace is much more than just a landmark. For over 60 years, the cross has been a beacon of hope, peace, love, and charity. On clear nights, Bald Knob Cross is visible for miles around. Just last week, we welcomed hundreds of people here to Bald Knob Hill for our annual Easter sunrise service. The service has been a tradition here ever since the cross was constructed on the highest elevation in all of Southern Illinois. Thanks to this elevation, Bald Knob Cross of Peace is one of the best areas to experience the total solar eclipse, giving viewers a 360-degree unobstructed view of the horizon during and leading up to totality. The cross is a unique wonder, and we are all so grateful to be a part of one of Mother Nature's most unique spectacles right here at the cross. In 2017, we were able to witness totality for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, 7 years later, Bald Knob Cross is located just 15 miles south of the intersection point of both total eclipses, and we get to experience nearly double the duration of totality at a whopping 4 minutes and 8 seconds here at the cross. For those of you who may be watching and are unfamiliar with the history of Bald Knob Cross in Southern Illinois, I would love to give you a brief lesson on how Bald Knob Hill got to be such a significant landmark as it is today. In 1937, Wayman Presley, a native of Jackson County in Southern Illinois, had a conversation with his pastor, local Reverend William H. Schleierly. The two spoke of a need for a place where all people of all denominations could gather and worship. As they pondered on the possibilities, their attention was drawn to nearby Bald Knob in rural Union County. What came out of the initial conversation was the first Easter sunrise service in 1937. Attendance grew into the thousands in years following. From 1948 to 1951, Wayman Presley secured 116 individuals who would be willing to commit each $100 to purchase the land. By 1953, the funds had been raised locally to construct the foundation of the Western Hemisphere's largest cross. Wayman took a leave of absence from his postal service position to throw himself completely into fundraising. A staggering $30,000 was raised through this campaign. The formal groundbreaking ceremony was held in conjunction with the 1959 Easter sunrise service, and the framework of the cross stood for several years until the cross had enough money to be raised for the superstructure. The cross was completed in 1963 and can now be seen for 7,500 square miles when it's illuminated at night. The cross quickly became one of the most popular tourist attractions in Southern Illinois, attracting visitors from literally all over the world. In the years following, the cross began deteriorating. In the early 2000s, disputes began arising between board members, which ultimately resulted in legal litigation. In the summer of 2008, a settlement that supported both sides of the conflict began taking shape. The cross was in need of restoration by 2010, and the rededication and lighting ceremony for the cross was held in 2012. Once again, we would like to thank everyone for their support of the Bald Knob Cross over the last 60 years. And we look forward to welcoming thousands of more visitors from all across the world in the future. We are hopeful that all the visitors here can join us, if possible, for several more events coming up this spring and summer, including Blessing of the Bikes, our annual motorcycle event that has been going on at the cross for over 30 years. We also have other events planned, such as Blessing of the Jeeps, Blessing of the Squads for local emergency personnel. To find out more information about the cross or how to donate, please visit us at baldknobcross.com. We can't wait to be part of your family's memories in the future, and we hope you enjoy totality from the top of Southern Illinois' most highest points here in the Shawnee National Forest.
I'm joined by Rachel Stroud from the city of Marion. Rachel, what an exciting day. Just the second time in 7 years we have an eclipse passing through Southern Illinois. I know the city of Marion has been busy getting ready for this extra weekend full of travelers. People started coming in over the weekend. What's the city experienced so far?
Obviously a lot of excitement. It kind of feels like the first day of spring around here. The sun's out. You cannot ask for better weather to sit outside and enjoy today. We've got all of our first responders out in force, ready to get traffic out as smoothly and as quickly as possible, safely, of course. And everybody else is just a buzz with excitement and happy to have visitors in town. And of course, we always love getting to bring people into our community. So this is a perfect day to do it.
Rachel used to be my partner here on the Marion Star Live. We've been out in the middle of the square for homecoming parades, and back during COVID, we were out here for several events. Kind of feels like one of those days. It kind of feels like a homecoming day. People have their lawn chairs out there. People are soaking in the fountains, which are in full effect. Talk about some of the different things downtown today. I know some of the businesses elected not to be open just to enjoy the festivities with their friends, but I went to Crown Brew this morning and they were lined up. I know Luke's been selling Eclipse shirts. Wit and Wisdom had special Eclipse gear. From what I understand, they couldn't keep anything in stock. It's just the excitement and these businesses downtown and really all of Marion, but there's just a special energy downtown today.
Definitely. I mean, we've been standing here for a few minutes waiting to go live after the previous interview ended, and we just seen countless people coming in and out of Tower Square Pizza, getting lunch and getting to take it and sit outside and enjoy eating, watching the eclipse with their friends and family. The Senior Citizen Center is having an eclipse watch party in a parking lot. They've got moon pies and some cosmic punch and ice cream. So if that doesn't seal the deal as to where you want to spend the eclipse, I don't know what does. They've got some cool stuff happening down there. And of course, there are other really neat things going on in town too.
Yeah, talk about the Marion Stadium, our friends at Mtn Dew Park. We spend a lot of time there in the summertime, especially during the Colt World Series week. That's where our Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels are today. But before we send it to Monica for a look out there, what do you know is going on at the ballpark today?
Well, I was out at the stadium this morning about 10 o'clock, which was about an hour before the gates opened up to the public, and they got all their T-shirts out, ready to sell and do all the prepaid pickups. The parking lot was already filling up. The astronomy club from U of I was down with the whole table and set up. They had some really cool 4-H stuff. They were all, it was kind of feeling like opening day out there a little bit, like that excitement and buzz in the air. So that was so fun to get to see it. We're just already out in the parking lot ready to come inside. So hopefully, I'm sure Monica will show and tell that they're all inside figuring themselves out. Lots of people were heading out to the refuge as well. And I just got done at the VA, and we've got visitors from just coast to coast in Marion today enjoying the eclipse with friends and family.
So before I send it to Monica real quick, Rachel Stroud, the city of Marion, she's downtown. She has a few Eclipse classes left. If you are choosing to come up to Tower Square Plaza in the next hour or so before totality, come see Rachel, get your special Eclipse classes, and enjoy this wonderful view here from Tower Square. We'll have an overhead shot from the city of Marion's webcam that we'll be switching to for some different angles as well. But thanks for joining us, Rachel. It's good to have you back on the Marion Star.
Thank you for having me, and enjoy watching from home, everyone.
I'm now going to send it to Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels, who are out at Mtn Dew Park, the Marion Stadium, where the Thrillbillies, who know how to do big events like today upright, have a special Eclipse of the Park ceremony planned for today. There's a lot of excitement out there. Monica and Bill, what are you seeing out at the ballpark?
Hi everyone, we are in Marion today at the home of the Thrillbillies baseball team, where the Black Diamond Harley Davidson and the Oasis Development groups have put together a fun party for us to celebrate this historic total eclipse of the park moment in time. So we are so excited to be here and to take you on inside and show you all the activities that are planned for the day.
Bald Knob Cross of Peace at the Bald Knob Hill here in the heart of the Shawnee National Forest. I'm Aaron Price, and if you look up at the sun right now, we are certainly starting to see some changes right now. I'd say probably about over 25% of the sun is now covered by the moon. People are all looking up, studying this right now. I'm seeing a lot more faces looking up at the sky than I was earlier. So it is certainly a lot of excitement right now going on here. If I have my cameraman Troy real quick, go ahead and pick up the tripod, and we're going to move over here and see if some people want to speak to us. It's a little bit windy up here, so excuse the shakiness. Where are all you guys from?
Naperville, Illinois.
Naperville, Illinois. So you traveled pretty far to get here. Were you here for the 2017 eclipse?
Yes, we were.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, the 2017 eclipse was all clear up here at Bald Knob Hill. I know it was a little different in Carbondale, but what's it mean to be able to experience this once again from on top of Bald Knob Hill?
It's amazing. It's beautiful up here.
And is this all your family right here that you have with you?
Yep, this is all my family.
Okay,
yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, we hope you enjoy your time. Thanks for speaking to us. Yeah, and if you look over here, we got some other people with their cameras. He don't want to be on camera. We'll go ahead and move over here. We were speaking to several people actually from Tennessee who came all the way here to Bald Knob Hill to study the eclipse. There's one gentleman who has a massive telescope all the way from the state of New York that came here to Bald Knob Hill to study the eclipse. So we are going to hear from him here in just a few more moments. However, we do want to kind of switch gears now to SIU Carbondale, because that is where a lot of stuff is also going on here this afternoon as we prepare for totality, which is expected to come across the area at about 1:59 p.m. We have that live stream from NASA currently at SIU Carbondale at Saluki Stadium, which is a high definition view as the moon begins to block the sun. Hopefully we can get some of that to you. And then we also have a interview with one of the scientists behind it all. His name is Bob Bayer, and that's going to be coming up here in just a few moments. But first, we're going to hear from some of our sponsors as we continue our live coverage of the 2024 total solar eclipse here in Southern Illinois.
Watermark Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Swinford Media Group's live stream of the solar eclipse. The Watermark Auto Group includes Watermark Marion Ford Hyundai and Watermark Marion Nissan. Watermark is headquartered in Marion, Illinois, with 6 dealerships throughout the region. Watermark is more than a brand, it's a commitment. For more information, visit www.watermarkautogroup.com today.
The State Bank of Whittington is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. We are a locally owned community bank that has served the people of Southern Illinois since 1919. Throughout our over 100 years of history in community banking, their primary goal has remained the same: to provide customers with the best customized experience possible. For more information on how you can open an online account today, visit us at statebankofwhittington.com.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Heron, Illinois and the surrounding communities for 120 years. What started as a single bank located on Park Avenue in Heron has grown into 5 locations in Williamson County, serving customers throughout Southern Illinois. Stop into our offices to speak with a member of our staff about your banking, lending, or trust service needs. We're ready to help. Visit online at bankofheron.bank.
The Bald Knob Cross of Peace invites you and your family to join them for a wide variety of events this coming spring and summer. Following today's total solar eclipse, the Bald Knob Cross is excited to host the annual Blessing of the Squads, Blessing of the Bikes, and Blessing of the Jeeps event. These events will be held on April 28th, May 19th, and June 1st, respectively. For more information on how you can become a part of these special events, visit baldknobcross.com.
Look at the map of where the eclipse is going to cross the country today. Let's talk about a few facts about this event. In 2017, an estimated 250 million U.S. adults, including 88% of all U.S. adults, viewed the solar eclipse either directly or electronically. They experienced the moon pass in front of the sun, blocking part for all of our closest. Enjoy it while you can, because after today, our eclipse luck will run out. The next total solar eclipse will not pass through this area for another 350 years, according to scientists. The total solar eclipse will be visible across North America today, an event that won't take place again in the United States until 2044. The path of totality will cut through Middle America today, allowing more than 30 million people from Texas all the way to Maine to see the sun, the moon, and Earth align perfectly in the early afternoon. Now, here in Southern Illinois, here are the times to know for when the eclipse will start. In Murfreesboro, it will start at 1:59 and 9 seconds and will last for 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Now, the reason why Carbondale is so popular in the big event at Saluki Stadium that this morning featured coverage from Good Morning America and 15,000 people expected to fill the SIU football stadium. They have the total longest time of totality in our area. That will start at 1:59 and 16 seconds and last for 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Here in Marion, just a minute less, so 4 minutes and 7 seconds starting at about 1:59. Benton will have 4 minutes and 6 seconds at about 2 o'clock straight up. Metropolis will follow with 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Harrisburg will have 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Mount Vernon, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Now for more science behind this ultra rare event that we're experiencing today, let's hear from one of the experts over at SIU, who our Aaron Price interviewed recently, to hear more about what scientists expect to be happening above us in the sky today.
So for the total solar eclipse that you're going to see today in southern Illinois, if you're in the path of totality, which most of us are, we're very fortunate because midday it's going to get dark. When it's dark, you're in the shadow of the moon. Backing up before that, the eclipse starts with a partial eclipse when the moon first starts to go in front of the sun. And if you're going to look at the sun, the difference is these glasses were made for adults. So although they fit my face, they won't fit a kid's face. And you got to keep in mind, especially young kids, you don't just want to hand them the glasses. So something that we use that you can also pick up are actual eclipse viewers. And you hold these in front of your eyes, and you can hold them in front of children's eyes as well. And remember, if it's not totality, you have to have the glasses on when looking at the sun. Yeah, so the best way that I can describe how special it is the first eclipse that I saw, I traveled to Indonesia for as a research trip and got to see it there after 24 hours of flights, lots of travel. It was really hard to get there. And to have one here in southern Illinois and be able to walk outside your door and just look up and see it, that's pretty incredible. It really is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most people, but to be able to see two here, that's just incredible. Nobody else gets to experience anything like that really in the United States, and there's not very many parts of the world where you can even see a couple eclipses within 10 years. It's really special to have partners at NASA who are working with us. So in particular, the events that we're putting on are in partnership with NASA. And we were fortunate enough in 2017 to have NASA Edge anchor their Eclipse 2017 megacast live from campus. And that covered the eclipse all across America. This time around, we have some great research projects. So Solar STEAM, which is a NASA long-term research project for eclipse engagement. And then the Dynamic Eclipse Broadcast Initiative, which I'm a co-lead on, which is a NASA National Science Foundation funded project. And those are, the DEB initiative has just over 80 telescope teams throughout Mexico, the US, and Canada that will be providing imagery that comes back into campus on Eclipse Day. And NASA Edge is managing those telescope feeds for us, as well as helping us with the live stream and other things going on campus. So we have some research presentations being done for people who enjoy hearing about the research going on with the eclipse. And some of those are integrated in with the Crossroads Astronomy Science and Technology Expo that's being done in the Banterra Center on campus. The largest event, the thing that we're known for the best, is the stadium show. So we're talking about Eclipse Day at Saluki Stadium, and that is a large event. We sold out that event in 2017, and I encourage people, get your tickets if you are intending to go to that show. That is the only thing, one of the only events that we actually charge admission for, but tickets are really low cost. They're $25 general admission, $5 for students. We allow SIU students in for free to that event. But it's a full-on guided eclipse event, 2.5 hours. And like I said, there's plenty of other free spaces to come out and enjoy. We're doing outreach the whole day and have research going on campus-wide. The next one in the United States is not until 2044, and that does not come over Southern Illinois. And the one after that, 2045, also does not come over Southern Illinois. So this really is a once-in-a-lifetime to be able to just step outside your back door and see it. And these are life-changing. For people who haven't seen total solar eclipses, the feeling, the emotions that you get, it can be overwhelming for people. It can be life-changing for some people. It's not just about seeing something, it's about experiencing it and all that's going on around you in nature and in the world, and seeing how you fit into this solar system.
So the unique thing about today's eclipse compared to the last time in 2017 is the path is much wider during today's eclipse than it was 7 years ago. The path of totality, where viewers can see the moon totally block the sun, revealing the star's outer atmosphere called the corona, is much wider. As the moon orbits the Earth, its distance from our planet varies. During the 27 total solar eclipse, the moon was a little bit farther away from the Earth than it will be during the total solar eclipse, causing the path of that eclipse to be a little skinnier. In 2017, the path ranged from about 62 to 70 miles wide, but during today's April eclipse, the path over North America will range between 108 to 122 miles wide, meaning at any given moment, this eclipse will cover more ground. There's a view of the NASA stream that shows about 40% or so total coverage as we prepare for totality coming up here at about 2 o'clock. Stay with us as we get ready for that moment, but we continue our team coverage at Marion Stadium, Mtn Dew Park, where our Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels have been working hard to provide coverage of the Thrill Billies event. Monica Daniels talked to Jackson Wiseman, one of the executives at the ballpark, to hear about today's special total eclipse of the park. Monica and Jackson.
Hi, we're here with Jackson Wiseman. He's the Assistant General Manager here at the park. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening today?
Yeah, no, we're super excited. I've met people from all over the country coming out to Marion, of all places. It's really exciting to show people beautiful Southern Illinois. But we have a bunch of activities. We partner with 4-H out here. They brought out a bunch of educational activities for kids to do. Illinois Astronomy Department's also out here with telescopes, and we have some of our promotional games out here too. So lots of fun stuff going on. We have some concession specials, Eclipse related, so it's a ton of fun.
Great, thank you so much.
Thanks, Monica and Jackson. Now we're going to continue our coverage down at Alto Pass to the Bald Knob Cross, where our Aaron Price is with Jenna Ganed, the Executive Director of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace, to hear about how festivities are going on down there. Aaron?
Yeah, Riley, we are here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace, just about 50% coverage of the sun now, and I'm here with one of the people here at Bald Knob Cross is in charge for it all, Jenna Ganed. We just saw you on the pre-video, so tell me a little bit. I mean, you guys have a lot of people, a lot of telescopes up here. What does it mean to be able to have all these people up here to view the event in such a special place?
Yeah, it is just such a privilege. I mean, I think that this place has done Southern Illinois justice for sure. People have traveled from all over. We are 100% honored that they've chosen this place, and thank you guys for joining us. I mean, it's such a great experience. We had sold about 800 tickets or so, and we've sold tons since we've opened the gates. So I think we could safely have a couple thousand people out here today.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, you guys had the Eclipse event here in 2017 as well. I know you weren't the director then, but kind of just describe, I mean, we talked a lot about it, being able to see two total solar eclipses in the same spot right here. I mean,
yeah, crazy. I don't know. We can't even explain how we've gotten so lucky to experience both of those, but it is absolutely incredible. Yes.
Now, I don't know about you, Jenna, but I have visibly noticed a change in the lighting here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Riley and all them back in Marion have noticed it yet, but we are up here in front of, basically we can see pretty much a 360-degree view of the horizon, with the exception of the area in front of me. And I mean, you can just tell that there's a dimming light everywhere. So it's really neat to see, really neat experience. And we're barely to 50% coverage. So once we get totality, I feel like we are definitely going to see some chanting and probably some tears, even some.
Really, really cool and emotional, I think, for everybody.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. All right. Well, we are now going to throw it back to Riley. He is at Tower Square Plaza in Marion as we continue our live coverage of the eclipse. Riley, what's going on there right now?
Thanks, Aaron. We're going to continue our team coverage now back at the Mtn Dew Park, Marion Stadium, where our Monica Daniels and Bill Swinford have been out at the Total Eclipse of the Park event that the Thrill Billies are hosting today. Moments ago, Monica spoke with David Vizgen from the University of Illinois to talk about the different telescopes that they brought to town as they observed the eclipse. Monica?
Hi, I'm here with David, who is visiting from Champaign. Can you tell us about yourself and why you're here?
Yeah, so I'm a second-year graduate student at the University of Illinois, and I'm here with many of my peers from the Department of Astronomy, and we decided we would just do a little bit of community outreach. So we have some solar telescopes set up. One of the professors who came with us, actually the only professor who came with us, Professor Dr. Marion, he brought one of his fancy telescopes that he uses for astrophotography, so we'll be live streaming the eclipse as it happens. And we brought a lot of different things to kind of explain what is happening and, explain some of the astronomy and the significance to the public. That's, a very important part of what we do.
Fans out at the ballpark are also being treated to special solar eclipse coverage from University of Illinois astronomy professors who brought some big equipment to the ballpark that they are able to show on the video board as we approach totality. Here's Monica with one of the professors to explain the science behind what they're looking at today.
Hi, I'm here with Dr. Narayan from U of I, and he's going to explain to us a little bit about what he's doing here and studying the eclipse.
Sure. So like she said, my name is Professor Gautam Narayan. I'm an astronomer at the University of Illinois. I mostly work on cosmology, studying things outside of our galaxy. But today we're, of course, here for the total solar eclipse. This is a relatively rare event, of course. Here has been very lucky to see one last in 2017 and then again this year. We've got 3 different telescopes out here. There's a couple that you can look through with an eyepiece. And there's this one next to me, which is a big refractor. And this one is taking video of the entire eclipse, continuous pictures. Our hope is to have it up on the stadium right now in a little bit, on the stadium board. And so we'll be taking continuous data. We're waiting towards totality when the sun's almost completely blocked out and you can see the extended halo around the sun called the corona, which is very, very hard to see, basically impossible in any other circumstance. So you need the eclipse for that.
So what makes this eclipse special as compared to other eclipses?
Well, I mean, the thing that makes it most special for us is, of course, it's in our backyard here in Illinois, right? We could come down from Champaign, right, here in Marion and take all of our data. We've got perfectly clear skies. Much of the track for the eclipse across the country has been blocked out. The other thing that makes this really special is Carbondale, Marion, this area has been unusually lucky to have 2 eclipses in the last 10 years. That virtually never ever happens. The next eclipse in southern Illinois, you're going to have to wait until 2099. So this is very much a once-in-a-lifetime instance, and I hope you guys can come out here and have a look.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So all of the scientists are converging on southern Illinois this weekend for this big eclipse. Aaron's got another one, a freelance astrologist who has came to Bald Knob Cross to view this event, and he's going to talk to Aaron to explain why he came to Alto Pass for today's solar eclipse phenomenon. Aaron?
Right, Riley, we are now just over 50% coverage here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace, and I'm here with Michael. He is a freelance astronomer / scientist up here to study the sun, and he has one of the most impressive telescopes that I've seen up here so far. There's 2 really big scopes up here, and he has one of them. So tell us, you said you're from New York, right?
Correct. Yep.
How long of a drive did it take you to get here?
16 hours over 2 days. We broke it up.
16 hours. Now, you can't bring that telescope on an air. Or can you? Is that possible?
The scope, yes, but not all the equipment that goes with it. Yeah.
Right. I can see that. Were you here in 2017? You said
we were in exactly the same spot in 2017. Yes.
What's it mean to you to be able to? I mean, you had clear skies then. You've got clear skies today. I mean, just explain the incredible experience that you guys have had up here.
Well, the location is fantastic. The people are fantastic as well. The view is incredible, and statistically, to have an eclipse in the same spot with clear weather is significant. So we're very happy to be here and have both eclipse events. Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your equipment, kind of how about you got into astronomy, how you enjoy it, and how you got it.
Sure. Well, I've been an amateur astronomer since since I was a teenager, and constantly building up equipment. The scope I'm using today is a Teleview TV85 with a Canon 60 SLR with a automatic tracking mount. And what's different about this is, Eclipse is everything is automated. I built a script to automatically take the shots, which is why I can talk to you now. Because while we're talking, the camera's away shooting and documenting every phase of it.
Now, is that the type of camera that literally moves with the, or the telescope that moves with the sun?
It's tracking and shooting and adjusting the exposures all at the same time. Yeah.
And those are the same. If you watched in that video we just played with Bob Bayer, those are the exact same type. I believe it's a different company, but the same type of scopes that they use at NASA at Saluki Stadium right now to see the live view of the sun. So what you're seeing on your screen with that NASA stream is very similar, or the exact the same thing really as what they're seeing here with these big scopes at Bald Knob Cross, right?
Yes, and in fact, the owner of Teleview Scopes actually worked on the optics in the simulations for the Apollo missions. So he has a long history with the space program and developing high quality optics.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate the interview. We'll let you get back to work now. But actually, let's take a look at the telescope itself real quick before we end it with you. This is the scope right here. And how long is this?
It's a 600 millimeter f7 telescope and a Canon 60 camera on a Celestron advanced VX mount.
Wow. Okay, he's got all those terms down. I would get lost after the first sentence, but this is really, really neat. You got your tech shade out here. It's really neat. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so Riley, again, we are just about over 50% coverage now here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. Lots of stuff going on all around Southern Illinois. I'm going to put my Eclipse glasses back on again. For those of you watching at home, if you're outside right now, if you're watching this broadcast, make sure you still have your Eclipse glasses on. Just because it's getting darker doesn't mean you can look straight up at the sun yet. You're only doing that during totality, which we're expecting around 1:59 p.m. But if we could have Ross back in our control room, go ahead and put up the SIU feed for you. And it looks like we might have over 50% now. I'd probably say about 60 to 65% of coverage of the sun. At this point, it's really visible, and you're really able to tell it right now from that feed at SIU. So we're just going to continue to do our best to keep that feed for you, and we're going to talk to some more people as we approach totality here on top of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace in Alto Pass. If you want to, I am going to try to talk to a couple people over here before we send it back to Riley. Let's see if there's 1 second. You want to move up, Troy? Move up. Do you want to talk? You want to be on camera? Where are you from? St. Louis. Okay. Okay. Do you want?
Oh God!
Okay.
No.
Do it.
No.
We're having a debate on who wants to go on camera. Do you guys? You good with it, real quick?
Sure.
Okay. That's a laugh of yes. So we'll move it out. What's your guys' names?
I'm Bob, and I've got Matt, and Aaron, my son-in-law, my wife Marion, daughter Julie.
So what time did you guys get here this morning for this?
Oh, we're just a little bit after 10, 11, something like that. No, 11 o'clock, I'd say. We drove from St. Louis.
You're from St. Louis. Okay. Tell me a little about the equipment you got behind you here.
I rented this. I don't have this lens. It's a Zoom 150 to 600 Sigma lens on a Canon camera, and it's got great images. So.
Were you up here for the 2017 Eclipse? Were you able to see it?
No, we were in south of St. Louis in Dittmer, Missouri, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I guess just kind of explain. Is this your first time up here at the Bald Knob Cross?
It is. It is.
What's your I guess impression up here so far?
It's a perfect location, so we're happy we're here. Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and have a good time viewing the eclipse. All right, so like I said, lots of people still up here viewing the eclipse. We'll speak to some more of them here in just a few minutes. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you, Riley.
Thanks, Aaron. Great job. We're going to take a quick commercial break as we approach totality. It is 1:35 here in Marion. We're just over 20 minutes away from approaching totality here on Marion Tower Square. There's about 100 people forming a nice crowd out here on Tower Square Plaza. We'll be back with our team coverage from Marion Tower Square, Marion Stadium, Mtn Dew Park, and the Bald Knob Cross of Peace, and Saluki Stadium in Carbondale right after this.
Southern Illinois Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. For over 75 years, SIH has been committed to the well-being of the people of Southern Illinois. As a local not-for-profit healthcare system, our goal is to provide the most advanced, highest quality healthcare to everyone in the communities we serve. Commitment is about connection, working together for a purpose. At SIH, we're committed to you. For more information, visit us at sih.net.
The mission of First Southern Bank is to represent community banking at its best by delivering customer service that meets the financial needs of our customers. First Southern Bank offers the latest financial products with quick responses to financial requests while remaining committed to the communities in which the employees live and serve. Working with you to plan for all of life's tomorrows, visit firstsouthernbank.net for more information.
The City of Heron, Illinois is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 and is excited to be one of just several host cities for the 2024 Total Solar Eclipse in Illinois. Heron Mayor Steve Pertini and all of the elected city officials wish everyone a happy Eclipse Day. Be sure to visit the city's website for updated information on local events ongoing through the solar eclipse and later this spring, or visit them in person at 300 North Park Avenue in Heron.
The Swinford Media Group is the proud owner of the Marion Star, Heron Independent, and Carterville Courier newspapers and WFCN News. Swinford Media also live streams local events and sports and keeps you informed of all that matters around the region. For more information on our print products, social media channels, live streams, or local news coverage, visit us at swinfordmediagroup.com.
I'm Master Sergeant Joey Watson with the Illinois State Police. There's going to be a lot of people in the area for this eclipse. It's going to be a great event. We hope that you're coming out and enjoying everything while you're here. But just remember, while you're here, don't park along the side of the shoulders. Traffic is needing to flow through this area, and also first responders are going to be trying to get into emergency situations. So please, be safe, Southern Illinois.
This message is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and the Illinois State Police.
Oasis Power Sports, Marion, Illinois, is your #1 stop for power sports.
Never made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day. Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
All right, we are back here with our live coverage of the 2024 Total Solar Eclipse on top of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. I'm hearing some cheering down there or something. I'm not sure if it has to do with the eclipse or not, but regardless, people are excited here on top of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. And boy, we said it was getting darker earlier. It is noticeably darker now. We have just under 20 minutes to go until totality. It is almost here, and people really are excited up here on top of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. It's so dim almost that at least it doesn't. Again, you need to be looking at the sun with those eclipse glasses, but at least it doesn't hurt to look up at the sun. But still, make sure you're looking at them with your glasses until the moment of totality. Now, really quick, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things you need to watch before we get to totality. Again, right now, we've got about 75% coverage if we're able to get that SIU stream back up real quick. We got about 75% coverage of the sun, just about 20 minutes away. Now, leave those glasses on until we get to something that is called Bailey's beads. As soon as we get the little Bailey's beads around the sun, that's when you can safely remove your glasses as we move into totality. And what that is basically the craters of the moon. The sunlight is just shining through those craters, creating like beads on the side of the sun and the moon. So that is something we really want to watch for as we get closer to totality. Now, I was at Saluki Stadium earlier today, and I got to meet a lot of awesome people really from all across the country there. We had ABC News there earlier today. We had the Weather Channel there live streaming, CBS News, people everywhere, as well as scientists from all over the country and the world. I also met Maddie Daters. Now, that name might sound familiar to you because she is the local Marion High School student that is doing the murals all across Marion. She currently owns the 3 Line Art, which does murals in Marion and all across Southern Illinois. You might remember we did an interview with her painting that mural on the back of Tower Square Pizza and on the back of City Hall. Well, today she is at Saluki Stadium, and she is actually doing a live eclipse painting for the crowd. some of our contributors over at Saluki Stadium have been providing some photos to us of all the festivities today, and that is a photo right there on the screen of Maddie before she started painting, and I believe we might have one up for painting as well. I'm not sure if that's up on your screen yet or not, but we do, are very appreciative of all the work that Maddie puts in. She's been such a great asset to our local community. Another thing that's really cool about this is we have our live webcams out at Veterans Airport in Marion, and we had a live view there from about an hour ago of just all the planes that have flown in to view this solar eclipse. I spoke to Airport Director Doug Kimmel yesterday, and they expected over 100 planes at Veterans Airport for the eclipse, and I also spoke to Southern Illinois Airport, which is between Carbondale and Murfreesboro. They said they expected over 200 planes to fly in for the total solar eclipse. So that is, again, from Veterans Airport in Marion, but a lot of planes here in Southern Illinois to view this eclipse. I'm going to ask them real quick, where are we at percentage-wise right now? Almost 80% now of the sun coverage, so we are getting there. We got about 15 minutes to go, roughly 80% coverage as we continue our coverage of the total solar eclipse here on the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. Again, we have that live stream right now from SIU Carbondale. As we approach totality, we're going to let you view that stream a little bit more often now, just because we're getting so close. Again, 80%, there's just 20% of the sun left before we're able to see complete totality. And like I mentioned earlier, you can really tell that there is a lot of difference now in the sun. We're going to head over here in just a second and talk again with Jenna Gannett and also another scientist here on site before we count down the final minutes to totality here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. For now, I'll send it back to you, Riley, and we'll see you back here in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Aaron. Great job. We're here on Marion's Tower Square as we continue our team coverage here on the Swinford Media Group's live stream of the total solar eclipse 2024. I've got my glasses here. We're getting ready. The sun is back over my right shoulder here, and there's some people forming now, as you can see in the background, about 100 people or so, and there's more people down towards Crown Brew, Union Street Arts, as the excitement is building as we are about 15 minutes away from totality here on Marion's Tower Square. We also have team coverage continuing at Mtn Dew Park, where Monica Daniels and Bill Swinford have been hard at work covering the total eclipse of the park out at the stadium. Now, this next guy is a familiar face, a guy you'll definitely recognize as spring season brings baseball to Southern Illinois year after year, and this guy has been involved with baseball in Marion for about the last 17 years. But today, his stadium is being used for a different purpose. That's Ralph Santana of the former Southern Illinois Miners, now the Thrillbillies. He has been at the stadium today, and Monica Daniels got to talk to Ralph about the excitement going on at his stadium, something other than baseball here today. Monica?
Hi, we're here with Ralph Santana, the manager of the Thrillbillies, and it's just been a really beautiful day here. Can you tell us about more that's going to be coming here to the park with the Thrillbillies?
Yeah, I can absolutely tell you. It has been a great day. We got kids playing on the field, adults, we got towels everywhere, we got blankets everywhere, so it's been great. So it's something we look forward to. We got a couple concerts coming up, Oliver Anthony's coming up June 14th here at the park. The Thrillbilly season starts off on May 29th, if I'm not mistaken. And then Stone Temple Pilots will be coming in September. So, trying to get well-rounded, trying to get the community out here, trying to have some great events. So, just so we can use the ballpark in many multiple different ways.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thanks, Ralph and Monica. Great job out at the stadium. Looks like you guys are having a great time. I'm here on Marion's Tower Square Plaza. Excitement is building. It is noticeably cooler as the sun is starting to be covered by the moon. I just looked up with my eclipse glasses moments ago. I'd say we're about 80 to 85% coverage, and we're about 13 minutes away from totality here on Marion's Tower Square. There's a look at our live feed from NASA as we start to see totality set in. I'm going to send it back to our reporter, Aaron Price, who's with Troy Griffith down at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. Aaron has another interview for us as we are about 13 minutes away from this main event that we've been waiting for. Aaron, who have you got now?
All right, Riley. Yeah, we are up here again at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace, and we are just about to the moment of totality. We are about 85% coverage, as you just mentioned. I'm here with Perry. He is the other guy up here that has this huge telescope. Tell us a little bit about the scope you have.
This is a sit there in 5-inch stellar view SPX refractor. They take like 6 months to make the lenses, and it has 99.9% optical accuracy. It's about $2,000 more expensive than your regular scope, and it gives phenomenal views of the planets, the sun, and the moon. The hydrogen alpha views are amazing. Oh yeah, this is my unicorn.
Okay.
And
yeah, go ahead.
if anybody's ever seen Gone in 60 Seconds, they'll get the reference of the unicorn. I'll show it off here.
Yeah, that's cool. So you can see that right there on the scope. Where were you for the 2017 Eclipse?
I was in Carthage, Tennessee, on a mountaintop.
So this is your second. Is this your second total solar eclipse?
Yes, it's my girlfriend's first though, so she's really excited.
What's it mean? I mean, we have this is probably the most scenic place, at least in my opinion, definitely the highest place in Southern Illinois to be able to view totality. So I guess, what's your experience up here so far right here in Southern Illinois?
Oh, I love it. I'm looking forward to sitting there seeing the 360-degree sunrise effect during totality and checking out the Southern Stars and stuff. I was kind of surrounded by trees in 2017, so this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you're actually able to stream it straight to your phone. Actually, you can see the live view of the sun right here down on his phone. That's kind of connected up to his telescope. So again, we have that live view on the side of your screen from SIU Carbondale right now, where the NASA Edge currently has their live broadcast going. I mean, it has gotten we're really starting to notice changes here. It's certainly gotten cooler. It's certainly gotten darker. And you can just tell that the moment is almost here. Everyone putting their phones up.
See it coming to the southwest. It's getting darker, especially if you compare it to the north, east. So
now, which direction, I should know this, which direction up here will the shadow actually be coming from? From
it's going to be going from the southwest to the northeast.
Okay, so if we are able to look over, and again, we're going to have our drone camera up during this as well, but if we're able to look over in that direction during totality, especially with our drone, we might actually even be able to see the shadow kind of coming over.
Especially if you got some sit there in magnification.
Yeah. That's something that we're certainly going to try out as we get to totality. So how we're going to do this as we approach totality, I'm going to send it back to you, Riley, for a few seconds. Then I'll have you send it back to me for those of us in the control room. But as we approach totality, we're going to speak to Jenna one more time as we get a little bit closer. And then about a few minutes leading up to this, we're just really going to kind of sit here and let you enjoy what a phenomenon this is, because it really is something to enjoy. We even have some, you know what's going on over here?
I have no idea.
Okay, we got
excited, I guess.
We got some really special stuff going up here on top of Bald Knob Hill. A lot of people with their hobbies interested in doing a lot of interesting things up here. So, so we begin our counting down the moments. I believe, what time is it now? I'm going to check the time, see how much longer we have. We have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to totality. So we are almost there. Riley, what is it feeling like right now back in Marion? I would imagine you guys are also kind of starting to see some changes as well.
Yeah, we are, Aaron. It's noticeably cooler. Darkness is starting to set in. There's a little bit of a cool breeze. And back here behind me, there's a crowd forming. Everyone's got an eye to the sky. People have got their eclipse glasses out, and we are waiting for totality here on Marion's Tower Square. We're going to take another look out at Mtn Dew Park, the Marion Stadium, where the total eclipse of the park has been going on. That's where Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels have spent the afternoon talking to various astronomers and leaders from the stadium. This is just one of the many events that the Thrillbillies and the Black Diamond family of businesses have planned, in addition to baseball at the stadium every year. Their ad campaign that starts with us in the print edition of the Marion Star newspaper this week says they have a license to thrill, and that's what they have been doing today. To hear more about the plans that go on behind the scenes, we're going to hear from the Director of Marketing, Amy Spiller from the Oasis Black Diamond Family of Businesses Group, who talked to Monica Daniels out at the ballpark moments ago about the planning behind events like today's total eclipse of the park. Monica and Amy.
Hi, I'm here with Amy Spiller, and she is going to tell us today about what is happening here at the park.
Well, back several months ago, we were made aware that all of the hotels here in the greater Marion area were at capacity. And at that point, we knew we really needed to do something. We have such a beautiful venue, a real hidden gem here in Southern Illinois. And we knew that people were going to be traveling from both far away and then people in our own backyards coming to Southern Illinois to witness this twice-in-a-lifetime event for a lot of people. And that's when we got connected with the Illinois 4-H and decided to put on this event. We hope that this is something that continues to grow and kind of put Southern Illinois and Marion, Illinois specifically on the map. We want to provide a destination not only for our own residents but from people outside the area. We're situated just a mile or so away from Interstate 57, which is a huge thoroughfare for a lot of travelers, and if they got stuck in traffic, we want them to come here and witness this amazing event. We are so blessed to have such a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. Not very many places of our community size can say that, but we want to embrace both our locals and the people from out of town. We want this to be an extremely positive experience from everyone, from the kids' activities to Mother Nature is actually really cooperating today, so we hope that people put on their glasses and get to witness this one-of-a-kind event.
Thanks, Monica. Great job out there with Amy. And today's total solar eclipse has an estimated economic impact of $6 billion, and businesses in Marion are certainly taking advantage and cashing in as well. Here in front of me, Tower Square Pizza has been busy all afternoon, and thanks to our friends over here at the Arcadia Wealth Management Group, they provided us lunch from Tower Square Pizza. As we've been here live for the last hour or so, people have been coming in and out with pizza all afternoon long, as they have been busy with takeout orders and people coming to grab pizza. As this group behind me, and I'm going to turn the camera around real just quick just to give you a shot of what we're seeing here on Tower Square Plaza, as people are starting to look to the sky, and darkness is setting in, and it's certainly cooler here on Marion's Tower Square, and people have grabbed pizza. They've been at Crown Brew all afternoon, and the economic impact in Marion has certainly been felt. Now, that $6 billion impact felt nationwide, that's more than the Taylor Swift Eras Tour and the Super Bowl combined, just because of this economic impact just from the phenomenon in the sky. So a huge impact here felt just by this eclipse, and it's certainly being felt in Marion, Southern Illinois, and the Midwest during this path of totality here today. Monica Daniels has been at the ballpark working hard with Bill Swinford, providing us different angles and clips of the total eclipse of the park. For one last look at the ballpark from Monica, let's send it back out to Mtn Dew Park in the Marion Stadium.
Hi, so we're down here on the field where the weather is perfect and we have a perfect view of the eclipse. I've met locals, and there are people here from all over the world and all over the country, and it's just been a great experience out here at Mtn Dew Park at the total eclipse of the park.
There's a look at the feed from NASA as we are approaching totality. We are about 4 minutes away from the total solar eclipse, the big event, the moment we've all been waiting for, the last time in our lifetimes that we'll experience this here in Southern Illinois. So we're just about ready for totality. Aaron, you got anything you want to add?
Then can you hear? Okay, I believe we're now less than 5 minutes away from totality here on Bald Knob Cross. Jenna, man, it is really getting dark. We're not gonna talk too much during this. If we want to, Ross, if you want to go ahead and switch it to the split screen between me and Riley as we kind of count this down to totality, I'll kind of step out of the shot a little bit. And if you look at the ground, you can actually see the shadows. It's amazing. You can see some of the shadows on the ground. How much time we got? We got 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to totality. Riley, what are people saying around you?
Yeah, it's dark. It's starting to set in. Everyone who's been waiting for this time and that came outside, people who've been working here on Tower Square Plaza today have came out, put their eclipse glasses on. It's definitely cooler. According to my watch, it's about 76 degrees right now here on Marion Tower Square. I don't know what the temperature is where you're at, Aaron, but It's definitely an eerie feeling. This is definitely the phenomenon that everyone talks about. It's why people are here. It's why the crowds have came to Southern Illinois to chase this event. I'm going to get my Eclipse glasses and get ready to enjoy it with you, Aaron. As you see there, the live stream from that.
Just kind of stand by us if that's okay with you during
the sun are almost completely
okay, yeah.
Intertwined there, Aaron.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm good. I'll be right back. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Riley, I'm not sure if you. Here we go. We are going right now. We are just about to the moment of totality. You can see the shadow bands on the cross now. It's going to be hard to see on our camera. Let's go ahead and point up towards the sun. Look at that. You can see it now. Here it goes. We are just about to see the moment of totality here on top of the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. It's gotten noticeably darker. And here it goes. This is where you want to start looking for Bailey's beads here in just a few moments on the side of the cross. This is amazing. Look at that. You can see the planets. And here we go. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. You can see the 360-degree sunset. And here we go. We got about 15 seconds left now. Everyone looking up. This is really, really an incredible experience up here. Here we go. There it is. There is Bailey's beads, and there is totality on top of Bald Knob Cross. There it is, folks. Wow. Wow. Look at that. There is totality. You can see the 360-degree sunset if we have that SIU stream as well. Look at that. We have our drone up in the sky right now as well. I can see an airplane up there too. Again, this is 4 minutes of totality. It looks like they're just about to have it at SIU Carbondale. Keep that stream on there, and we should see totality. That is absolutely amazing. We're going to let you listen to this now as we enjoy totality here at the cross.
Ross. Man.
Oh my God. Incredible. Look, you can see the prominence at the bottom. What I was pointing out to you, right? I told you guys to be able to see it. Right at the bottom. That's the prominence.
There's a look at Tower Square Plaza in Marion as we are experiencing totality now in Marion. Cheers have been going off behind me. We hear some fireworks. We hear people cheering as well. That's when a look at the total solar eclipse here on Marion's Tower Square. What an event this is. Some of the nighttime lights here on Tower Square Plaza have kicked on. The auto sensor lights that come on at nighttime as I take a look here down the alley next to Tower Square Pizza down past Crown Brew. You can see the street lights here on Tower Square come on at 9, have kicked on. The lights from our office illuminating.
Riley, I'm not sure you can hear me.
Plaza. And here's a look at totality in Marion. Aaron, how are things down there?
It is really incredible down here. I mean, 4 minutes compared to 2 minutes is really so much of a difference, I have to say. It is absolutely amazing how much of a difference there is between this eclipse and the 2017 eclipse. Plus, we have 100% clear skies. I mean, it is just amazing to be up here and see that 360-degree sunset. And we're going to see Bailey's beads again here in a second. Yeah, and make sure as we got 30 seconds left. We have 30 seconds left, and we are going to experience. I want you to just listen to the people around me. As this is, in my opinion, the most special moment of the eclipse. This is it. This is the last time you'll see this in Southern Illinois in your lifetime. So take 15 seconds away. And here is Diamond Ring. Look at that right now. Should be seeing it at SIU as well. Look at that. That is amazing. There it is. There's the Diamond Ring effect. Put those glasses back on now. And you can see the shadow bands on the cross as well. It's not going to be able to be seen on our camera, but look at that. That is amazing. Look, and you can see the jet. There's a jet flying right now, right across the sun. Look at that. You can still see Jupiter. You can still see the three, and you can look. It's less dark over that direction. That is amazing. Riley, what are you feeling right now?
Yeah, here on Tower Square Plaza, it's just kind of an eerie feeling. It's 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon, and there's not a single car moving as the town has just came to a complete standstill now. First responders have been around for this event. There's an ambulance out here attending to a watcher earlier, but compared to a homecoming event or some other form of downtown event, they did not close streets down. There hasn't been a single car in sight, and now as the event starts to pass, traffic is starting to resume. But everyone's attention here has definitely been towards the sky. No one on the roads, as everyone is just taking in this once-in-a-lifetime event. And there was cheers. You could, at one point, as people were looking and taking photos and stuff, you could have heard a pin drop here. It was that special and that quiet. And totality is now officially passing. People are going to need to put their glasses back on, like I just did, to look up and see the sun reemerge back behind them. But what an event this was, Aaron. We've hyped this event in our Marion Star newspaper, the Herald Independent, the Carville Courier as well. We've been talking about it on Facebook for it feels like forever, and it definitely did not disappoint, Aaron, as I think the actual event definitely lived up to the hype, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean, it was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and stand in front of the camera so you can see me again. It was incredible. Jenna, if you want to join me again, wow, what an incredible experience here at the cross.
No words at all. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Yes.
Sure. And that's all you can say. I mean, we had our drone up there. I was able to grab a couple photos. I got one photo of it with the cross.
Oh, I love that.
Right there. I'll go ahead and show it on our stream, actually. We'll post this up to our page. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So, yeah, that's really cool representation of what we saw. Is that the tower, Riley?
So there's the tower.
That's amazing. What an experience. Can't wait to go back and see the footage that we had from Saluki Stadium as well here in a second. But wow, what an incredible experience. Let's speak to remind me of your name one more time. Michael. What were your thoughts?
It was amazing. The duration gave everyone a chance to do everything they want. Look at the effects. You could see prominences with the naked eye. The corona was fantastic. So it was a wonderful, wonderful eclipse.
This is the last time we're seeing this in Southern Illinois in our lifetime. You know,
alone in 2 years, we're headed there next. Yeah, you're headed there next.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you I appreciate everything that you're taking your time to do. So we'll have to see those photos. So, all right. Thank you. All right. So yeah, Riley, absolutely incredible experience here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. I want to just kind of explain. I mean, we had our drone video up there. I'm going to post some photos up to our page right now. Riley, if you want to go and take over for just a second while I get those posted, I'll join you back in a minute.
Yeah, I've got two guys that were out here watching on Tower Square Plaza with us. What's your guys' names?
Kenny Backlund, Mark Crump.
What'd you guys think? Did it live up to all the hype?
It sure did. Yeah, it was really cool.
Pretty special, wasn't it? Where are you guys from?
Mexico, Missouri.
Mexico, Missouri? Both you guys?
Yeah.
So you guys, how far of a drive was that for you?
It took us about 5 hours, but we ran into a lot of traffic too.
Really? Did you guys come up last night or today?
This morning.
Wow. So what made you guys choose Marion and here on the Tower Square Plaza? Did you have any rhyme or reason?
About as close for us as the spots in Missouri were. So.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm glad I came.
Wow. Appreciate you guys hopping on and telling us about your experience and what a view this was. And last time an opportunity. It's once in a lifetime opportunity, and it'll never happen again in our lifetime. So had to enjoy it while we can.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Pretty special event down here at Tower Square Plaza, Aaron. Visitors from all over. Those two guys were from Mexico, Missouri, came up to see the Eclipse with us here next to our office on Tower Square Plaza. I know I'd be curious, Aaron, what the state count is down there at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. People on distances down there to watch it with you in Troy today as well.
Yeah, that's right, Riley. I mean, we've seen people as far as I think I spoke to someone from West Virginia. There's people from California, New York, all over the country here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. The light now coming back. Just what an incredible experience. I think, Riley, something that was really different about this eclipse, two really different things about this eclipse compared to 2017. One is we had 4 minutes compared to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which gives you so much more time to get everything done, to enjoy it, take photos, be with your family, be with your loved ones, and just experience this absolutely amazing celestial moment. That is the one big difference. And I think the second big difference, Riley, is just, it just seemed like this eclipse was, just so much different, at least in my opinion, from the other one. We were talking to the scientists, and the sun's corona was so much more prominent, at least in my opinion, in this eclipse compared to the last one. It was absolutely amazing to see. And with, last one was in 2017. Even just looking at how much technology has come from 2017 to 2024, we have phones now that can literally zoom right up to the sun and get amazing shots just with your cell phone. Plus, we have all this amazing equipment up here at the cross. So I'm sure we are going to see some absolutely amazing photos of the eclipse here over the next couple of hours as people kind of wind down and just take in what they just experienced here all across Southern Illinois and the country. I'll send it back to you, Riley.
What'd you think? Did it live up to all the hype? It never happened again in our lifetime. So all this anticipation. Well, not here in Southern Illinois. We'll have to do someone that travels. Like all the people that came here to Marion today will have to go travel in something else. So it won't be in Southern Illinois ever again. So we had to soak it in while we can.
All right. Well, that's awesome.
Thanks for hopping in. Just one of the other visitors here on Tower Square Plaza today, and there's been, I'd say, over 100 people out here on Tower Square, out here near the fountains. Much like a homecoming parade is what I would compare it to, or some of the events we had during the COVID-19 pandemic out here on the square. So people coming from all over, various people now starting to return to everyday life, back to work here on Tower Square Plaza, the businesses that have been open, but it's starting to set in that it's all over. I think all these kids that were out of school today are going to have to go back home and get ready to go back to school tomorrow and do their homework they've ignored all weekend and such. But we've had a nice crowd out here on Tower Square Plaza. Monica and Bill showed us nice crowds out at Mtn Dew Park at Marion Stadium as well. And Aaron, do you have a crowd estimate down there at Bald Knob Cross the Peace?
Yeah, Riley, I'm here with a familiar face in Marion, John Musgrave. He's our local historian. Well, guess what we just saw? We saw history. What are your emotions?
It's just amazing to watch it. Tomorrow will be gone, but just to see it and see the darkness and to see it from this vantage point up high where you can see the shadow moving, completely different experience than 7 years ago when I'm sitting in the front yard, in the subdivision.
Years from now, because I know you're a historian, years from now, when other eclipses pass through the U.S., I think even, if I were to continue with this career, I think I'm always going to tell people, hey, I was there. I was in Southern Illinois for both. It's just an amazing thing to be able to get to say. Very few people around here or in the country get to say that other than people around here. So, just kind of, describe just how influential that is to history for Southern Illinois to be a part of this.
Well, it's not often that a place gets not only one decent eclipse, but two total eclipse just 7 years apart. And I think the biggest impact, is a matter of economic impact for the area today, from the tourism standpoint, and everybody's staying, and we've got people coming in from every state in the union practically. And for us to be lucky enough, 2 eclipses, 2 blue skies, right? And especially when you look at the cloud cover on this path, where it's like from Niagara Falls to Southern Illinois, it's cloudy, but here we're bright and sunny, except for those 4 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, John. All right, Riley, unless you have anyone else you're there talking with right now, I'd say, at least temporarily, we are going to bring you, I might add, traffic. That's our next thing that we got to cover here this afternoon. Traffic obviously expected to be pretty bad all across the area, so we are going to keep you updated on that. But and we still have the partial phases too. The eclipse is not over yet. That was just totality. We still have the partial phases to go through. We still have that stream at SIU Carbondale. So I would say for the rest of this stream, we're just going to go ahead and put that stream up there until we're able to get some traffic updates to you, probably in the next 30 minutes or so. But Riley, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, we've got a few more things to talk about here on Tower Square. I'm in front of our Swinford Media Group headquarters here on Tower Square Plaza, where we have been providing you team coverage. Ross Swinford behind me, working hard behind the controls to switch between our tag team coverage. I've been here on Tower Square Plaza. Daniels and Bill Swinford have been busy. They've been at Mtn Dew Park and Marion Stadium working on the total eclipse of the park out there. We've also had continued live stream coverage with Aaron and Troy down there at the Ball Knob Cross of Peace, and we've had look-ins from SIU. Speaking of SIU Carbondale, it's a big event for the Chancellor Austin Lane, SIU's Chancellor, who's had a very busy spring, not only preparing for the total solar eclipse, but him and athletic director Tim Leonard also had to go hire a new basketball coach in the last couple of weeks leading up to this big event that means so much to the Carbondale economy and to the SIU campus as a whole, at the spotlight, as we touched on earlier, with Good Morning America and ABC News converging on their campus this morning. In the midst of all the craziness, Aaron Price, our reporter extraordinaire, grabbed a quick interview with the Chancellor this morning to hear his thoughts on this big day in Carbondale. Let's send it to this pre-recorded interview earlier this morning with the Chancellor, Austin Lane, and our Aaron Price.
You know what, we're on the big stage across the world, and that's typical for SIU Carbondale, so it's just, I wouldn't call it luck, it's just the way it's supposed to happen, and so we have just a number of visitors. Our faculty have done a tremendous job in preparing us for this, and our community is excited. We've got folks coming from all over, so just going to be a great day today, and hopefully we learn a little bit more about what we need to know about this eclipse and how it impacts the world. This is like just the special event and occasion that brings in all the big dogs, and that's what's exciting about it. It puts us on the stage. It's where we want to be. But economically, for our restaurants, for our businesses that are here, it's an economic engine, right? It's an economic driver, and so I hope that everyone stays a little bit, not just for a few minutes, but hopefully they stay overnight and relax and enjoy the region and Southern Illinois University.
NASA Edge is also here. They're a video podcast group headed up by Blair Allen, and they're going to be providing live coverage of the events here in Carbondale for the NASA TV broadcast that's going to be going out across the world today. We're also very happy to partner with SIU with the Dynamic Eclipse Broadcast Initiative and the Solar STEAM Project. I'm so proud of my university that they could take the lead on that. And of course, we love to encourage citizen science in any way possible, and no better fit than the awesome work that Bob and Harvey and the rest of the team have been doing in that regard.
The Adler team is proud and honored to play a part in SIU's effort to bring this incredible phenomenon to the world. Thousands of people are here today to see this eclipse, feel the temperature drop, and feel the overall excitement, and hear the reactions of everyone around them. This is a multi-sensory experience involving the sun, the moon, and you, and it involves one single action: looking up.
There's a look from the roof over at the Citadel Building across Marion's Tower Square. That is the rooftop of the building, best known as the home of the Vault Cafe. That is also where Ethos on Marion's Tower Square Plaza can be found on the second floor. Director Russ Williams invited our Bill Swinford and Monica Daniels to come up to the rooftop and get that once-in-a-lifetime view from the roof up there. A very select crowd was invited up to Marion's Citadel Building, the historic Citadel Building, best known as the home of the Vault Cafe and Ethos on the Square, the small business incubator that had a few people from out of town working, Russ Williams told us this morning. And so that was a special opportunity for Bill and Monica to get up there. For more from the roof at the Citadel, let's hear what Monica thought about being up on the roof, watching the eclipse set in above the Marion historic Tower Square clock tower.
So now Bill and I are on the Marion Square on top of the Ethos building, where Russ Williams has kindly allowed us to come up here and take a peek over the town. We see lots of people are out enjoying the day and enjoying the occasion. And Marion has done an amazing job of hosting this spectacular event.
Watermark Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Swinford Media Group's live stream of the solar eclipse. The Watermark Auto Group includes Watermark Marion Ford Hyundai and Watermark Marion Nissan. Watermark is headquartered in Marion, Illinois, with 6 dealerships throughout the region. Watermark is more than a brand, it's a commitment. For more information, visit www.watermarkautogroup.com today.
The State Bank of Whittington is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. We are a locally owned community bank that has served the people of Southern Illinois since 1919. Throughout our over 100 years of history in community banking, their primary goal has remained the same, to provide customers with the best customized experience possible. For more information on how you can open an online account today, visit us at statebankofwhittington.com.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Heron, Illinois and the surrounding communities for 120 years. What started as a single bank located on Park Avenue in Heron has grown into 5 locations in Williamson County, serving customers throughout Southern Illinois. Stop into our offices to speak with a member of our staff about your banking, lending, or trust service needs. We're ready to help. Visit online at bankofheron.bank.
The Bald Knob Cross of Peace invites you and your family to join them for a wide variety of events this coming spring and summer. Following today's total solar eclipse, the Bald Knob Cross is excited to host the annual Blessing of the Squads, Blessing of the Bikes, and Blessing of the Jeeps event. These events will be held on April 28th, May 19th, and June 1st, respectively. For more information on how you can become a part of these special events, visit baldknobcross.com. Southern Illinois Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. For over 75 years, SIH has been committed to the well-being of the people of Southern Illinois. As a local not-for-profit healthcare system, our goal is to provide the most advanced, highest quality healthcare to everyone in the communities we serve. Commitment is about connection, working together for a purpose. At SIH, we're committed to you. For more information, visit us at sih.net.
The mission of First Southern Bank is to represent community banking at its best by delivering customer service that meets the financial needs of our customers. First Southern Bank offers the latest financial products with quick responses to financial requests while remaining committed to the communities in which the employees live and serve. Working with you to plan for all of life's tomorrows, visit firstsouthernbank.net for more information.
The City of Heron, Illinois is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 and is excited to be one of just several host cities for the 2024 total solar eclipse in Illinois. Heron Mayor Steve Pertini and all of the elected city officials wish everyone a happy Eclipse Day. Be sure to visit the city's website for updated information on local events ongoing through the solar eclipse and later this spring, or visit them in person at 300 North Park Avenue in Heron.
The Swinford Media Group is the proud owner of the Marion Star, Heron Independent, and Carterville Courier newspapers, and WFCN News. Swinford Media also live streams local events and sports and keeps you informed of all that matters around the region. For more information on our print products, social media channels, live streams, or local news coverage, visit us at swinfordmediagroup.com.
All right, we are back here at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace. It's probably been about over 10 minutes now since totality. I'd like to include, some family in here. This is my mom. She was up here for the Eclipse today. She saw it in 2017. What were your thoughts of that Eclipse?
It was awesome, but it was cold, and my jacket was in the car. I didn't expect it to get that cold.
It did get pretty chilly. I mean, in comparison, it was probably a good feels like temperature of near 80 degrees, I think, before the eclipse, but it really cooled off afterwards. So
It was pretty awesome. It was better than last time, I think, because I could see it better on top.
I would agree. Longer, and it's a better view up here as well. So, and speaking of that view, we've got drone footage as well. We had our drone up. We're going to get that uploaded and put that out a little bit later. Riley, I understand you also have someone that's a familiar face, Mayor Mike Absher. What's his thoughts after this experience?
We're still waiting on the mayor to join us, Aaron. He's busy talking to people over in the center circle over there by the clock tower. He's a very busy man. He's thanking people for coming into town, introducing himself, making new friends. But our Abbie Cullum is working on getting the mayor to join us here momentarily. He's making his way across Tower Square Plaza now. I can see them walking towards us. Traffic has resumed here as people that had came downtown are starting to make their way home, and the mayor's navigating traffic, playing a little game of Frogger out on Tower Square Plaza, working his way towards us. But we'll have Mayor Mike Absher joining us shortly, and he's just one of the local leaders that have been working hard behind the scenes to prepare for today's influx of visitors. And he's shaking hands with guests and visitors on his way over, checking on one gentleman who I believe had a medical incident and was attended to by first responders as today's celebration got underway. But we will be joined shortly by Mayor Mike Absher, and we'll get his thoughts here in a moment. One of the reasons why today's events are so important to local leaders like Mayor Absher is the big crowds. It's estimated that Marion and Carbondale's population, the total amount of people in city limits in both Carbondale, which is about 26,000, and Marion, which is near 20,000. Those numbers were expected to double today due to the eclipse alone, as visitors from around the world and around the country converged on Marion. So crowds were bigger, traffic was busier, and I'm now going to be joined by Mayor Mike Absher to get his thoughts. Mayor, today is a very busy day for the city of Marion, very exciting. I know during your time as mayor, we've talked about the different snapshots and different things that you'll take away. I'm sure today's going to be one of those days.
Polaroids, right?
Polaroids that you'll look back on and remember as you reflect on your time in office, because this event like today will never happen again here in Marion.
The best part, I was just, reason it took me so long to get over to you is saying goodbye to some people from Huntsville, Alabama, Chicago. This fellow is from Chattanooga that unfortunately had a little medical incident that I was helping him with. But I know that's only a small cross-section of people that have visited all over Southern Illinois, and that's wonderful. People that have experienced Marion and Southern Illinois for the first time and have what I hope is a good impression of it.
Exactly.
They've said as much, and that's very affirming. So it's a great day. It was a great day in Southern Illinois.
All the hype leading up to it, and during that moment when you put your Eclipse glasses on, what was your thoughts about this event?
I think I read a statistic the other day that said the chance of any one person on planet Earth seeing an eclipse in their life is 1 in 10,000.
Yeah.
So the fact that we've had two here, literally crisscrossing here in the last 7 years is really quite amazing. I don't know what that math turns out to be, but it's like a lot of other things. I don't think we realize just how fortunate we were to experience not just one once in a lifetime event, but maybe
twice,
two that most people on Earth never get the chance to see. So I felt very grateful that it happened here, and just fortunate. Just felt very fortunate.
The one last thing I want to get your thoughts on, as a mayor and a city leader, you work so hard with people like Rachel and Josh at the Civic Center to find these events, to bring the community together, to find times that we can come together as a community and enjoy something, to have something just purely from Mother Nature, that you didn't have to book an artist for the Civic Center. We didn't have to have a game out at the ballpark. Just something just purely natural in the sky phenomenon, just that brought people from all walks of life out here on Tower Square just to join together and remember I was with him when that happened. I was in Marion, Illinois when that happened. That's pretty special to have something just so natural, bring the community together.
Yeah, I just am so grateful for the folks that were here that chose to do it right here on the Tower Square. Obviously, our national forest is full of folks. Every other open field, it seems like, everywhere is full of people, but there's just something special about people joining us right here on this 185-year-old square for that event.
Yeah, I compared it to a homecoming event with people with their lawn
Yes.
chairs out there, but the eerie thing was the police department didn't even have to shut off traffic. Everyone was just so busy watching it that there was no traffic.
I looked at one point, looked down all 4 streets. I did not see any cars whatsoever. It was very
For 2
eerie.
o'clock on a Monday afternoon, that's just crazy.
Never happens, so yeah.
Thanks, Marion.
Yeah, thank you.
Great job today. That was Mayor Mike Absher telling us his thoughts of today's solar eclipse. Thanks to Mayor Mike Absher for joining us and all of his support here at the Swinford Media Group. We're going to take another look at the live feed from NASA and over at Saluki Stadium. There's, like Aaron said, it's still continuing. We're not at totality anymore, but the phenomenon is still going on. You have to wear your glasses and look up to still experience what's going on out there in the sky right now as the event is still underway now. The big phenomenon that we were all expecting, which is totality and total darkness, that gets all the hype and that gets all the publicity, of course, but there is still more to see in the sky. We do encourage you to put your glasses on, but the nice thing is now that you're back home, maybe returning back to your workplace or resuming your activities, we do have continued coverage here on the Swinford Media Group, and this feed will stay live if you want to see roundabout coverage all the way from the Bald Knob Cross of Peace and Alto Pass. We've been at Saluki Stadium in Carbondale. We've had a look at the Veterans Airport in Marion. We've had views from the roof of the Citadel in Marion as well. And here on Tower Square Plaza, the Mtn Dew Park, the Marion Stadium, we have had tag team coverage all across Southern Illinois, unlike any other media group in our region. And I want to thank our sponsors one more time that have made it possible today, starting with Centerstone, one of our new major sponsors here at the Swinford Media Group, SIH, Southern Illinois Healthcare, Legence Bank, Bald Knob Cross, the Bank of Heron, the State Bank of Whittington, the City of Heron, First Southern Bank, Watermark Auto Group, the Black Diamond family of businesses, John A. Logan College, and another special thanks to VW Bruce and Arcadia Wealth Management for providing us with lunch and pizza that our team has enjoyed here from Tower Square Plaza, or Tower Square Pizza, excuse me, that is right behind me. We're now going to take another quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more continued live coverage here on Eclipse Day 2024.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed. There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day. Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
Stone Temple Pilots, live in concert. Friday, September 13th at Mtn Dew Park in Marion, Illinois. With special guest, Soul Asylum. Buy your tickets now at thrillbillies.com or in person at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. Don't miss Stone Temple Pilots.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No Locks. Tony No Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. So Tony No Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson.
Master
Sergeant Joey Watson with the Illinois State Police. Remember, when you're in the area for the Eclipse, make sure that you're preparing ahead by having plenty of fuel inside of the vehicle, snacks for your kids, and lots of water. The traffic could be heavy, especially after the Eclipse is over. A lot of people are going to be leaving the area. Plan ahead and maybe stay a little while and enjoy the area. Southern Illinois is beautiful. Stay safe.
This message is brought to you by the Swinford Media Group and the Illinois State Police. Watermark Auto Group is proud to sponsor the Swinford Media Group's live stream of the solar eclipse. The Watermark Auto Group includes Watermark Marion Ford Hyundai and Watermark Marion Nissan. Watermark is headquartered in Marion, Illinois, with 6 dealerships throughout the region. Watermark is more than a brand, it's a commitment. For more information, visit www.watermarkautogroup.com today.
The State Bank of Whittington is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. We are a locally owned community bank that has served the people of Southern Illinois since 1919. Throughout our over 100 years of history in community banking, their primary goal has remained the same: to provide customers with the best customized experience possible. For more information on how you can open an online account today, visit us at statebankofwhittington.com.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Heron, Illinois and the surrounding communities for 120 years. What started as a single bank located on Park Avenue in Heron has grown into 5 locations in Williamson County, serving customers throughout Southern Illinois. Stop into our offices to speak with a member of our staff about your banking, lending, or trust service needs. We're ready to help. Visit online at bankofheron.bank.
The Bald Knob Cross of Peace invites you and your family to join them for a wide variety of events this coming spring and summer. Following today's total solar eclipse, the Bald Knob Cross is excited to host the annual Blessing of the Squads, Blessing of the Bikes, and Blessing of the Jeeps event. These events will be held on April 28th, May 19th, and June 1st, respectively. For more information on how you can become a part of these special events, visit baldknobcross.com. Southern Illinois Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 on the Swinford Media Group. For over 75 years, SIH has been committed to the well-being of the people of Southern Illinois. As a local not-for-profit healthcare system, our goal is to provide the most advanced, highest quality healthcare to everyone in the communities we serve. Commitment is about connection, working together for a purpose. At SIH, we're committed to you. For more information, visit us at sih.net.
The mission of First Southern Bank is to represent community banking at its best by delivering customer service that meets the financial needs of our customers. First Southern Bank offers the latest financial products with quick responses to financial requests while remaining committed to the communities in which the employees live and serve. Working with you to plan for all of life's tomorrows, visit firstsouthernbank.net for more information.
The City of Heron, Illinois is a proud sponsor of Eclipse 2024 and is excited to be one of just several host cities for the 2024 Total Solar Eclipse in Illinois. Heron Mayor Steve Pertini and all of the elected city officials wish everyone a happy Eclipse Day. Be sure to visit the city's website for updated information on local events ongoing through the solar eclipse and later this spring, or visit them in person at 300 North Park Avenue in Heron.
The Swinford Media Group is the proud owner of the Marion Star, Heron Independent, and Carterville Courier newspapers, and WFCN News. Swinford Media also live streams local events and sports and keeps you informed of all that matters around the region. For more information on our print products, social media channels, live streams, or local news coverage.
And we hope that you've enjoyed our coverage here on the Swinford Media Group. Thanks again to our sponsors. Thanks to BW Bruce and Arcadia Wealth Management for buying us pizza. That was much appreciated. And thank you to everyone for watching, and we hope that you enjoy this look around the region, courtesy of the Swinford Media Group, something that no other media group in Southern Illinois had today. Thanks to Ross for all of his hard work behind the scenes. And as we sign off here on Eclipse Day 2024, I'm Riley Swinford. On behalf of the Swinford Media Group, we'll have print coverage in this week's papers as well. Happy Eclipse Day, and farewell from Tower Square Plaza.